Hi, this is Neil from ratinghorses.com. Hope you're well. Um, an email will be sent out to you over the next 24 hours concerning our YouTube channel. One of the things we're looking forward to do in the future is when there are big race cards, festivals, or maybe even individual races, me and the team will get our heads together and hopefully work through the ratings with you and hopefully find some value and some winners moving forward. So this video is more of a test video to let you know the sort of thing that you can expect to receive from us. But it is important that you view one of our videos, click the subscribe button, and then when we do upload new videos to our YouTube channel, you will get notification that a new video has been uploaded. So you can just click on that link and view that video. So as a test event, um, I'm going to quickly go through the 3:35 Newbury race today. This is Friday the 27th. Time is approaching 2 p.m, so an hour and a half before the race is due to go off. Okay, well, the 3:35 at Newbury is a Grade 2 handicap hurdle, £12,500 to the winner, so it's quite a lucrative race to win for owners and trainers. If we look at the ratings, we can see that number 6, Del Arca, which is trained by David Pipe, is top rated. Del Arca has won its last two races. Last time out was 22 days ago. Second rated is Hill 16, that again has been in good form of late. Won last time out, and last two runs before the end of last season were second and first. IK Brunel is third rated horse, third last time out, and second on the occasion before that. But if you're looking at the actual ratings, you can see that there's not an awful lot between the third rated horse all the way down to the ninth rated horse. There's only 6 or 7 points between those, and the two that do tend to stick out are Hill 16 and Del Arca. So moving across, we'll have a look at a little bit more data. Del Arca is 11 years of age, a little bit of a concern because the older horses get, the more they can drop in and drop out of form. But as we can say, Del Arca has been in really good form of late. 10 stone 12, so it's got quite a lot of weight on its back, but it's not a top rated horse by any stretch of the imagination. We've got horses here carrying 11 stone 5, which is IK Brunel, and Ocean Cove carries 11 stone, and the Cashel Man has 11 stone 10. Top rated horse number 1, Lil Rockefeller, has 11 stone 12, so quite a lot of weight there. If we look at the top rated horse, we can see that Vergus Gaillard is an apprentice and he's taking £5 allowance off today's weight. Sam Twiston Davis is on the second rated horse. One of the key things to look out for here is that Del Arca has won over course and distance. Okay, so it has run over today's trip and today's course at Newbury. Looking at the algorithm, the OF strategy, we can see again that Del Arca is ranked second with a score of 30.22. The top rated OF horse is actually Lil Rockefeller, which has a rating of 33.22, but it's right at the bottom of the ratings. Hasn't run for 370 days, and as I said earlier, has got top weight 11 stone 12. The third rated on the OFS strategy is Neville's Cross with 14.22 score. Has been in decent form, but finished sixth last time out, so more investigation work may be needed with that. Maybe the ground was against the horse. But has got quite a featherweight here at 10 stone 11. And trainer Tom Lacey has got a 64% run to form figure over the last 14 days. Got a good a good jockey on board with Robbie Power, and we can see that it has won over the distance in the past. As we scroll across, we can see that the top speed figure horse is again Del Arca. Lil Rockefeller is second with Neville's Cross third. So maybe there's a little bit of value in Neville's Cross depending on what sort of prices we get. The power rating has Del Arca at second. Again, Neville's Cross shows up well with a power rating of first. And down at the bottom there, Lil Rockefeller has a power rating rank of 3. If we look at the official figures, we can see that 6 runs ago, Del Arca was off a mark of 129. And then it steadily dropped down to 125, 126, 125. Last time out, again, it was 125. So it's won twice off the mark of 125, but the handicapper has now put up £6, and today is off 131. But let's remember that today's jockey takes a further £5 off. So really, it's off 126, which is just £1 higher than his previous 2 wins. Hill 16 started 6 races ago off a mark of 123, steadily slipped down the marks to 117. Last time out was off 126 and it won. Today goes off £3 less, but it is 10. The horse is due to go up £10 after today's run. If we look at Neville's Cross, which has come out in a number of different criteria well, off a mark of 109, then was stomped up another £9 to 118, and then it won, and then the handicappers put up another whopping £12. Today goes off a mark of, it was off 130 last time out when it finished 6th. It goes off that same mark today, so that may be one of the reasons why Neville's Cross, who had been in good form, then finished 6th, and that's probably because it's gone up £21 in the space of 3 runs. Lil Rockefeller, 6 runs ago, was off a mark of 153. That's steadily gone down the handicap. 149 last time out, finished 3rd, and today it's off £4 less. So although Lil Rockefeller is right at the bottom of our ratings, if it offers some good value, it may be something that we could be interested in. Scrolling across to the 14-day stats, we can see that Del Arca's trainer David Pipe has a 17% win strike rate. Hill 16 has jockey Nigel Twiston Davis has a 10% strike rate. Neville's Cross Tom Lacey has a 29% strike rate with 4 winners from its last 14 runners. So that is definitely something to keep an eye on. And we can see that Lil Rockefeller, Nil King has had no winners in its last 2 runs. But as I say, always keep an eye on the RTF figure, which is a figure rate given by the Racing Post. And the Racing Post suggests that Nil King's runners in the last 14 days have run to form on 50% of the occasion. So 50% of Nil King's runners have run to form, which is quite a good figure, although, of course, he's not found the winner's enclosure. Let's look at the jockeys for the last 14 days. Fergus Gallard has been in good form, 26% strike rate with 5 wins from 19 rides, following all his rides in the last 14 days to £1 stakes. You would have made a £9.60 profit to £1 stakes. Like Sam Twiston Davis, riding for his father, has a 9% strike rate. Neville's Cross, Robbie Power has a 21% winning strike rate, and Harry Cobden has a 14% winning strike rate from his rides in the last 14 days. So there's four that probably take the eye here. The one Del Arca that comes out well on virtually everything, but it's gone up £6 today, although £5 is being taken off. Our odds suggest that this horse should be just over 4 to 1 to give us value. So let's go over to Odds Checker and check out the prices. So we're looking at for the 330s, the 335 at Newbury. And we can see that Del Arca does offer us value with prices of 7 to 1 available. So that could be something that we're interested in at an each way price. Other selections in the race given a little bit of interest was Hill 16. Doesn't come out spectacularly well on a lot of criteria, but it is second rated and it won last time out. If we just reminded ourselves that it was off 126 last time out and it's dropped £3 for that last win. So Hill 16, our odds suggest that this horse should be around the 7 to 1 mark. Let's check the prices. Well, as we can see, Hill 16 is nowhere near value. We can see from these blue boxes that the horse has been backed in, and that is the same with Neville's Cross. It's Hill 16, looks to be a good thing, but it's definitely something we wouldn't be looking to get involved with at those prices. If we get back to the rating spreadsheet, another one of interest was Neville's Cross. Has come out quite well on a number of criteria, but obviously the big worry was that Neville's Cross has gone up £21 in its last few runs, off 130 last time out, where it finished second. Our odds suggest this horse needs to be 4 to 1 for it to be considered value. Let's have a look. Well, Neville's Cross is around the 4 to 1, 5 to 1 mark, so could argue there's a little bit of value there. The horse is obviously well fancied with the horse being backed in. So again, similar to Del Arca, there may well be a bit of an each way of value there. Finally, I just want to go back to the ratings again because there was one here that highlighted quite a few times, although its actual rating wasn't great. That's Lil Rockefeller. Trainers in good form. With his run to form figures, 50% of his runners in the last 14 days have considered to be running to form. But remember, he's had no winners from its last 10 runners. Excuse me. If we look at the handicap mark, 149 last time, finished third, £4 less today. Yeah, 370 days is a long time off. Is this being used as a bit of a prep run for bigger races and other races later in the season? We don't know. The odds suggest that Lil Rockefeller should be looking at 6 to 1 or bigger to be considered as a potential bet. If we look at the odds, we can see Lil Rockefeller is a massive price of around 20 to 20 to 1. It hasn't been backed. In fact, it is being drifted in the market. It obviously it's up to each individual, but 20 to 1 hasn't been on the track for nearly a year, or well, hasn't been on the track for a year, over a year, 370 days. Does tend to do well after a layoff, as you can see. It was third on its first run last season. You could argue that 2022 to 1 could be a nice little each way, bit of a fun tip maybe. And I think looking at the prices and looking at the data in front of me, I'm going to be considering backing 2 selections. My biggest bet will be Del Arca. We should be going each way on Del Arca, and a small, very small each way bet on Lil Rockefeller. So Del Arca each way at 7-1, and a very, very small each way investment on Lil Rockefeller at 22-1. Those horses look to be the value bets according to our ratings, algorithms, and data. I hope you found this test recording message helpful. This is the sort of thing that we'll be doing moving forwards for the big races and festivals. I'll be open to go into a bit more detail and delving further into actual form. But I hope you've enjoyed, and I hope this has helped you to understand and the best way to use the ratings data and race cards. Thank you.